everyone, it's me, I'm back, and I want to show you today how I'm going to make these 3 different types of embellishments, ephemera, for my birthday, Kate Greenaway birthday book. Now, it doesn't have to be a birthday book, you can use it for whatever you want, but enough of the waffle, I'm just going to get straight down to it today. So I'm going to show you these first. The first piece that I'm going to show you is this one, and I have made this into a little pouch there so that you can add some items inside of it. And it was this that I took from the digital kit, cut that out ready, printed off one of the background papers, and I've cut that out ready, and I'm just going to flip it over. Really quick and simple, nothing magically new about this. But it's mainly to encourage you to just have a go at making something. So I'm going to glue around 3 of the sides. And then I'm going to position this on the back in the bottom left hand corner so that I'm using this straight edge and that straight edge to line it up. And I'm going to do the same with this piece. So I'm going to leave this side open so I want glue on the back on those 3 sides. Those 3 sides even, if I could speak. And then this time I'm going to pop it down in this right hand corner. Again, using the edges of the paper to line it up. And then I'm going to cut them out. Then I'm going to ink up around the edges. I've got my whale tail tags punched out here, so I'm just going to fold that in half and put some glue on the inside. And then attach it centrally at the top. I've then got my pouches out with my some of my stickers in, so I'm going to add some of these for a little bit of extra declaration. Yes, I did say declaration because I don't talk proper. Maybe that one. And let's choose some flowers. Ooh, that one. could get there. That's quite big, isn't it? Too big. And that one. Now I'm going to put the stickers on. Now these can be fiddly little blighters. That's the British polite version of saying they're a pain in the butt. So I've already part peeled the backing off. So that you didn't have to torturously watch me try and separate the sticky from the backing. Just check that's in the right place. I'll just burnish that down. And of course you can go on decorating these as much as you like, but I like to keep them for sort of fairly simple. Now the reason why I've put the hole in the top is that when I put these in the pocket, the tag just doesn't quite stick out the top because the bags are so tall. So I'm going to add either some seam binding or some fibres to these later on. And the other thing that I've done on this one is that I've added some reinforcer holes to protect the hole on the tag so that it doesn't rip. So that's my reinforcers now added to the tabs at the top. And just to show you that I will fit 2 in each pocket, so one will go in this front section and one will go into the back section of the bag. And then, as I say, if I add some fibres or seam binding to the top, I will do that later on once I've decided what colour. But a pretty little pocket, pouch, whatever you want to call them, where you could put receipts in, so that you could put the person's name on here and then put the receipts inside the pouch for any gifts that you've purchased for them for their birthday. These little pockets you could make into little wish lists, so that you could write down all the things that they've said throughout the year, or you know, have a look at their Amazon wish list, and you could write down some of the items on there that you know that they would like, and then you can go searching for them either on Amazon, or you know, when you go shopping, take it with you and find them the items that they actually want. So how to make this little pocket: I cut out these cards here, and then I chose one of the background papers. Now you might want to decide how big a border you want around it. So on this one I had a fairly wide border, sort of about just under 1/2 inch there, but you could put it sideways on, and then you just glue it around the 3 sides here, so that you've got a top opening pocket. Of course you could have a side opening pocket if you wanted, and then I just glued one to the other and then trimmed off the excess. On these two I did actually add coffee dyed papers on the back, and then I stitched around the whole of the outside. I didn't ink up the card because on this paper, this one here, it kind of merges into the background. So I didn't want a definite line, but I just stitched around the edge to attach the coffee dyed paper on the back, and then again just added some labels and sticky flowers on, and then added a piece of paper inside the pouch at the top. So really quick and easy to do. So of course, if you've got all of these cut out, you could actually make one after the other, you know, have a little manufacturing line to make these up. So again, something that's really quick and easy to do. And then this would sit in the pocket at the front there. And for the third item today, I'm going to show you how to make these secret pocket tags. Alright, so I'll show you where the secret is in a second. This is again some of the background paper, and so I would choose one of the tags to go. Let's have a look. Let's have a go at doing. Let's do that one on there. Okay, so I do actually want to ink these up, whereas with those little pictures I didn't ink them up because I didn't want them to be shown up as separate pieces. But on these I do want to show them up because it will blend too much into that background. So I wanted to show them up as separate items. So I inked up around the edges of these first. Then I'm going to glue it into position onto my backing paper. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue it around these sides round here, but leave the bottom open. So I'll be able to insert a piece of paper underneath here. So I could glue this part down as well so that the paper won't go too far up and won't get caught up in that top triangle piece. And then I want to leave a border all the way around. And then I'm going to trim off the excess. I'm going to fold this spare piece here. I'm going to fold it over, but I want to make sure that I'm keeping the border the same on the front. Okay. I'm going to trim this cream bit off. Because I might as well use this piece rather than trimming it off and having another piece of paper stuck in my bits box. Okay, so we'll glue that down at the bottom. I'm going to trim off these angles. I'm doing it by eye, but you know, you might want to use a little ruler or something to just mark these off so that you know where you're cutting. So if I turn that over, I've now got this silly little bit here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to trim that off. I'm just going to round that corner. Now I could use my corner rounder, but I could also just use my scissors to just give me a nice rounded corner. And then I've got a little area here. I'll show you this one that I've already done. So I've now got this secret pocket in there with a piece of paper inside of it, and then turn it over and I've got another piece of paper in the pocket at the back there. If you're a regular viewer of mine, you know that I like to do faux stitching, so I just tend to draw on the stitching lines. For some reason I find it therapeutic. Don't ask me why, because I don't know. Find some more stickers. Bum, bum, bum. Some text sticker there. Yeah, quite like that. Ooh, they're pretty. Yeah, prefer that one. So I've just peeled off the backings of those. Put those in place. And I think I might even, because I could cut this off, but I think I'm just going to wrap it around the back. Add a little bit of something on that back pocket. Get my hole punch. Get my hole reinforcers again. And that's another one ready to add some of the secret paper in there. Put another piece of paper in there, add some seam binding or trim to the top of that there. And these can then be added to either that front pocket, or they can be added inside the paper bag pocket. So then you'll have like quadruple the amount of seam binding and fibre sticking out the top of the pocket, which would then make this top piece look really quite nice and decorative. So those were the 3 pieces that I wanted to show you how I made them from the digital kit and how I'm going to add them to the journal that I've made. I hope you've enjoyed that. I hope it's given you a bit of inspiration and a bit of va-va-voom to go and make your own, especially if you've purchased the digital kit. And I'll see you again really soon. Thanks for joining me today. Bye for now. Bye.